Taking control of the car buying experience. Demand the most for your money.
Our first guest on today's show is a guest that we have on rather regularly, and for an obvious reason. This business authentically cares about our community and the products and goods and services that you receive. Please welcome back to our show, Michelle Anderson with Nevada Mobile Automotive Service. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me, Mitch.
I don't know there's another business in Northern Nevada that really authentically cares about this industry as much as you have and what you've done to take that on.
Well, you know, I am a consumer myself, and as a consumer, I have to spend my dollars wisely, and as a business owner, it's my responsibility to educate the consumer. That way they can make a well-informed decision as to the repair of their vehicles. And, you know, by not educating them, it kind of gives an air of dishonesty in a way, which is what our industry now has just
A graphically disturbing reputation of.
right, exactly.
The reason this show exists, and I love that you've just committed to taking that on for our community's benefit. I mean, you are committed to the education process, and that's why we have you on here so regularly. I want to talk about mobile automotive service as a whole, because it's such a surprise. I think that taking your car to the shop is archaic and outdated. It's old school anymore.
It kind of is now, and throughout the industry and throughout the United States, there have been a lot of mobile shops that have popped up. We are one of them. We just choose to take it to a higher standard and a higher level of what most people see as far as mobile shops go. We actually have fully equipped shops on wheels with generators and air compressors, full tools, a brake lathe so that we can actually do brakes out at the customer's home office or wherever they need us.
And you have several different trucks equipped for different types of services. So let's just give an idea of all the different things mobily that they can have done at their convenience, at their place of work or at their residence.
So we do everything from oil changes to brake service, coolant flushes, tune-ups, most everything, transmission services. The only major stuff would be like a transmission replacement or engine replacement. That's something where we actually have a local shop here in town that we can bring the vehicle back, and if it's not movable, we actually offer free towing service if they use us to do the service on their vehicle.
Let's talk a little bit about what it's like to be a business owner that's committed to quality, providing a quality of service and a value of that service. What it's like when you go out to consume as a consumer.
Well, I was recently out at a store with a friend of mine, and while we were there, I noticed that there were 3 people in the store who were having an issue, and there was a manager who took care of all 3. And just the lack of integrity and the lack of service that was given without an explanation or anything, it really bothered me. And again, as a business owner, I commit myself to the highest level of integrity with my customers, and that's what I expect from other businesses as well, and what I was seeing was they weren't getting that.
And when you did get your turn, I love how you presented it, and I want this to be an example of what this show stands for, why we're here and why you've taken this on, and what they should do when they don't get that service.
Well, I simply explained to the manager that I'm a business owner myself, and I choose to operate my business with integrity, and what I saw happen with his 3 customers was not integrity for me, and as a result, he would never get my business, and I would be taking it elsewhere.
And you took your business elsewhere.
I sure did.
And that's what we're here to do, is to unite our community into the nation's most powerful consumer group, not on just this front, but on every front. Once they experience the quality goods and services in this industry, unprecedented, they'll have no choice but to apply it to everything else like we do as business owners as well. I want to tell our community about some of the specials you have coming up right now.
Okay, well, for the month of November and the end of October, we actually have an $84.95 winterization special. That special includes us coming out to you, flushing the coolant in your vehicle, checking your belts and hoses, checking your brakes, making sure that your tires are ready and the proper tires for those winter conditions. And we're also going to check the defrost on the vehicle to make sure it's working properly, and check the AC. People ask why, but because if the AC is not working properly, then your defrost is not going to work either. And the last thing that you want is to drive out in the cold with iced over windshields.
Well, now, Michelle, you said $84.95. That's a
correct.
fraction of the cost that this would cost at most shops $150 to $170 value,
It's about half the cost, yes, and we do that mobily.
with twice the convenience, half the cost. It's fantastic. That's Michelle Anderson, Nevada Mobile Automotive Service. Give them a call. You'd be glad you did. How can they get a hold of you?
You can reach us at 775-200-4669 or visit our shop at 2540 Sutro Street in Reno.
Thanks again for joining us. Michelle Anderson, Nevada Mobile Automotive Service.
Thank you.
For more information on this guest, visit the Preferred Business page on our website, tcbatv.com.